Hello, everyone. Do I run it on my machine or my web server? Let's run it on my local machine. That feels like the smart thing to do, eh? One socket, 4 cores. Yes. With 2 gigabytes of memory. Yes. I think that's everything I really need to change here, because the network should be fine, CD should be fine, ID, hard drives, memory, CPUs. Yeah, okay. Enter F8, enter, enter. You can tell I've installed XP once or twice in my in the history of me. You know what the real tragic bit is? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get much in the way of drivers for XP on VirtualBox here. Or not VirtualBox, for KVM. Let me see what I can find. Like, I'm sure they probably exist somewhere. That's VirtualBox, or that's KVM. Why does it have to do me like that? Don't be like this. Come on. I tested earlier and it got past this point. And these are like hard shutoffs. Let's try 1 core and 512 megs of memory, huh? It's more correct-ish? Okay, that was just a reboot. Okay, now it's just boot looping. It's not hard turning off, but what? Windows XP seems unhappy, not gonna lie. Why? Because I want to arrange windows and put Twitch elements in it for no particular reason, to be perfectly honest with you. I just think it'd be cool to play a game with the game rendered inside of MS Paint. And chat in Notepad. Windows XP seems very unhappy. Let's... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's delete that and start over. And I'll just leave it completely stock, all the default settings, other than name. Even though the default CPU configuration is a bit insane, because by default what it does is it gives VMs a dual socket system with 1 core each, instead of a single socket with 2 cores. F8, enter, quick. The good news is this is all going from and to an SSD, so setup is way faster than it was on traditional hardware. Glances at my EEE PC that is currently running Windows XP to my left. I was going to do Windows 7, to be honest. But the problem with Windows 7 is there's no drivers available that'll let it use Arrow in the VM. This is not VMware though. This is KVM. This is kernel virtual machine. This is built into the Linux kernel itself. Unfortunately, it also doesn't support older versions of Windows. Amazingly, it's mostly like Windows 8 and newer. Well, this is promising. Instead of instant reboots. That casual My Summer Car Steam notification during Windows XP setup. Okay, fine. I am Crutonium, and I work at, not Twitch. How's that for memorizing a key? Hell yeah! First try! That key is being burned into my memory for you know, probably close to 2 decades. Best part is I couldn't tell you what I just typed. I have no idea. Pretty much, yeah. If anyone's curious what that key was, that is a Windows XP Service Pack 3 trial key. For volume license editions of Windows XP. But no, Bren, honest truth, I am switching to Windows XP full-time. I am abandoning any modern version of Windows, any Linux entirely. Full XP rest of my life. Nothing newer. Full abandon. If only it was that easy back on XP, huh? Just done. Oh, what does Task Manager show? Oh, 2 cores, good. So, I mean, this is XP Professional, so it does actually, wow, that is some tearing. So it does actually support some level of, well, that, but... like multiple cores, I mean. I want to insert... VirtIO... that one. Oh, that's just the... I was hoping for a video driver, although that doesn't mean I can't get one. drvmgmt.msc? No. Device manager. I'll just control panel. Can I just... Not quite what I was looking for. It's been a while since I've already connected the hardware. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually used Windows XP, so I'm trying to remember how to get to Device Manager. There it is. That's Drive D, yeah. Oh, wait, it doesn't... I'm not sure that this will actually search subdirectories. Oh, well. This is for a screenshot anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Please tell me this isn't connected to the internet? Oh, I'm sorry to dash your hopes. And I just totally blitzed through that, and I think it tried to set up dial-up. Although I don't, the Ethernet driver isn't installed, but I actually do have a laptop running Windows XP that is actually connected to the internet, so, you know. It claims D doesn't exist, but it definitely does. But no, unironically though, I probably need to find a different, yeah. But no, as long as you're behind a firewall and you're running a modern browser, for which there is actually builds of for Windows XP, and you're smart about not downloading bullshit, Windows XP can be, but isn't recommended to be connected to the internet. Don't take it to a cafe, you're gonna get owned. But behind your own firewall, you're fine. Windows XP, with the most minor amount of slimming down here, would actually fit inside of the... Are some open source people contributing to drivers? Not really. But this almost fits inside the CPU cache on my CPU. This was your full system memory back when this launched. Let's see. You know what? Here's what I'll do. Because, duh, that's how you get to Device Manager. I'm gonna look this up, because I need to get this computer online to use 8086-100E. That's an Intel driver. That's an Intel E1000? 8086... 1000E or 100E. Intel Ethernet adapter complete driver pack. Well, that seems useful. OS independent, FreeBSD, Microsoft, Windows, Linux, and VMware. Huh. But it's not an ISO, which is problematic. Yeah, the E1000. That's what it is. The years start coming, they certainly do not start coming. Absolutely. But I want to get this online so that A, I can get the screenshots off easily, and B, I want to run Windows Update to see if we can get any of the drivers, because I'm curious. You never know. 3DP net. That's the way to go here, I think. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. And then I'm going to quickly Google how to mount the disk, because I want to add files to it. Oh, I don't have permission to view that. Fair enough. KVM mount. Actually, you know what? Mount QCOW2. Perfect. Sudo mod probe nbd max underscore part equals 8. Sudo qmu dash nbd connect dev nbd 0 file. Oh, got a space. Failed to open nbd 0. Interesting. MBD 0 is there. Oh. You know what helps? Do it in the right order. And here's the Windows XP disk. Documents, Crutonium. And let's stick that on the desktop. I actually don't know how to unmount. I should check that. Oh, it's just, okay. It's quite literally, in my case, I just... There we go. Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess. You know what? I can do this. NBD 0. Or not. You mount, run, Crutonium. Run media. Run media, Crutonium, E2. Okay, I would like to remove it from that, because I need to remove it from that. Wait, is it just... Well, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. God, I love how quickly XP boots even without, like, storage drivers. Until it starts having to render to the screen, man. Luckily, 3DP Net is actually something that I still use today when I'm working with Windows and I need network drivers. It's basically just a package of, like, every common driver from the last couple decades. Yep, we got networking. And you can use 3DP chip to get most of your other drivers. Well, we're online now. That's probably gonna take a minute. Alright, so in the meantime, I wonder if we can get to firefox.com. Or any... No, I don't want to set up a printer. No. Even with it and HTTP. Okay. Not Firefox, but... Supermium. What's the URL for Supermium? Win32 subsystem.live. There we go. Supermium 32-bit. My goal is to make this look a little bit lived in. Which ones are motorcycles, guys? How about, like, that? I have no idea if this is just gonna work here, but we're gonna find out. Does, hell yeah. Video card doesn't exist. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh. Can I even change the default browser on XP? I don't think that was actually really strongly a thing. Okay, so we don't have audio drivers, that's fine. Fun fact, this is way faster than when you're running on hardware. Also, did I pass the Windows Genuine Advantage thing? I have no idea. I actually don't remember where you would even check that. I mean, I probably did. Honestly, at a certain point, I'm sure Microsoft... I was about to say probably made it just everything pass, but no, that's not true. There's no way they did that. Not even a prayer. Anything else I should install to make this look a little bit lived in, do you think? You know what's funny is if I go and once these updates are done, there is a project that I know of. I believe it's called One API. It is a project to bring newer APIs to Windows XP. And there is a specific compatibility setting in there for a specific old version of Windows 10 that does actually let modern Steam run on Windows XP 32-bit. It's not great. It barely functions. But you can run modern Steam on Windows XP. Barely. But it does break Windows updates, so. And honestly, half of why I'm doing this is just mitigating risk while I'm doing this. Look at that super fast 16 megabyte download. I don't have gigabit internet. I don't know what you're talking about. Most of these files must be absolutely microscopic. Can you imagine how much faster this would be today? Not quite, not anymore. The update stopped in 2019. Windows Vista's updates actually stopped January 13th. How's that for a throwback? But no, this is just me getting Windows XP patched up so that it's not quite as much of a gaping wound. And also, it does bring along some fixes that I would like, so. But yeah, up until like a couple weeks ago, you could technically run Vista and be supported. You specifically had to run we had to run Windows Server 2008, which is Vista, and you had to run you had to have you're supposed to pay for the Windows updates after a certain date. You could just opt into it with a registry tweak, though. But that officially ended January 13th. 2008 R2 is based on Windows 7, and it didn't get the extended update. So Vista actually outlived 7. It came before and after. Which is wild, considering how much better 7 was than Vista. But until, like, 2 weeks ago, there were people at Microsoft whose job was still making sure Windows Vista worked. We're gonna get an updated Internet Explorer. Oh man, we can check out this old thing. Oh, where are you in my life? I miss this. It's kind of tragic they couldn't tweak the Windows API to make that to like permanently remove the border there. I get why. I mean, like they kind of can. Like there is ways to do it, but it's not intended. But, like, look how clean that looks, right? Compared to, like, anything modern. That looks so good. I mean, ignore the page not working. Ah, this copy of XP didn't come with any music. Fair enough. Not that it matters. There's no audio drivers. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's also worth noting that I've done all of this with half a gigabyte of memory so far. I only gave the VM 500 megs. It's using 200 megs right now. Come on. Aha. Okay, every time this causes the desktop to refresh, it closes the start menu. So I was trying to do that entire time. So so this is basically the idea that I have. Is I'm gonna do this. Too big. A little bit less. And then a bucket of green. You know, it's kind of funny to me that the Steam setup still works, honestly. Oh, we gotta get that messenger. Oh, wait, no, hang on. There's actually a thing for this. Hang on. What's it called? Not sublime text. Aha! Found it. Now, I don't know what version of MSN Messenger this is. But I think we will go to... What's the most iconic version of MSN Messenger, do you think? Let's go with MSN 7. Or we could just figure out what version is installed after the updates. You know. Let's do MSN 7. God, no. Fuck, even Microsoft is pushing fucking toolbars. Jesus Christ. I have no idea which one. I have no idea which one's MSN 7. Well, we could patch them both. Patch all. Wait, did I say... 2014 when XP stopped getting updates, because I could have sworn I said 2009, but it's 2011 or 2014. God damn. Oh, here's the WGA notification. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Windows Messenger and MSN Messenger. There it is. Alright, I gotta go and make an account on escargot.chat, I believe. Register. I was born January 1st, 1980. We're gonna see which one of these looks more iconic. Hey, we passed. Oh. Hang on a second. Okay, didn't like that email. Alright, so that's not the password. Let's see. The only reason I'm not showing you guys this right now is I don't want to like share my email address all that much. I think that's fair. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. How do I... Hang on. Where is it? Learn how to get started. How do I log in, though? Because it... No, it's not that. Legacy password format, signatures. I am having no luck signing in. There we go. Okay. Okay, I can't sign into the one that came with Windows XP, but I did manage to get in. I don't care about the new things in Messenger 7. Example at example.com. Damn, I was hoping that would just work. There we go. Perfect. Facebook feed. Do you work? No. No, you do not. I've made mistakes. Switch to a supported browser. Okay, how about YouTube? Wait, what? Oh. You know, that's fair. Just... Okay, then. Can I add myself as a contact? Crutonium at escargot.chat. I can't. There. I'm here. I'm alive. Oh well. I was kind of hoping, because this would be an amazing way to have chat, but that ain't gonna work so well. Oh my god, Winks. Got my emoticons. God, this software is such a throwback. Yes, yes, that is the ideal background. Car. Publish my phone number. That seems like a great idea. The old one work now? Nope. Fair enough. Hey, we're on a more... we have, updated Internet Explorer. Did it give me ESR? No, it did not. I can't run ESR 140. I need ESR 52. This is still, by the way, only half a gig of memory. Oh, right. I'm so used to being able to type when I open that. Now, the problem I have with this right now is I actually don't know what scale it is. I want to... I can stretch and I can skew it, but I can't set a size in pixels. How can I set a size in pixels? Ah, 1920. No, 1600 by 900. Let's see how that fits. Okay, that works, but it leaves not a lot of room for Twitch chat over here. Very cramped. Does this work? If I make Twitch chat smaller, yes, but that's... I don't really want to do that. It's not even the same shade of green. What's the smaller resolution that's pretty standard? It's not 16 by 9, or I mean it is 16 by 9, but it's 1600 by 900, 1366 by 768. This could be fun. Okay. Let's give that a shot. Well, I'm gonna work with that. I want overlays. New overlay. 1080p. Yes. Not quite. I want this one. I would love if I could find like a fill option, but I'm not seeing one. Let's see. Next I want... Ah, it's down here. That's why I couldn't find it. Stream chat, yes. Checker chat? I don't know what that looks like. Just can casually add usernames to ignore fair. Oh, okay. It's gonna have to be courier because that's what that would be. Okay. I want to make it go top to bottom and I want to hide it. Pretty sure that makes it transparent. What is checker chat? Oh, I see. Okay. I wouldn't mind that if it was in white. You know what? Bottom to top, actually, you know, that's fine, actually. Okay. Neat. That might be a fun thing to do. Maybe, eventually, someday. Gonna do that there as well. Actually... Is there anything else you want in here? There we go. Is there a way? Does anyone know if there's a way I can reset that? Oh, okay. That casual mirrored option. Let's not put a hat. Okay. Let's try this, shall we? Where is the background picture and why is it not rendering? Why are you not rendering the background? Oh, if you lock it, it's just not visible. That makes sense. I can spell PogChamp. God damn. Okay, so why can I not resize my game capture? Transform, reset, transform. Oh, it's probably because there's nothing running. Okay, winter car. That'll work. Was I wrong about 1366 by 768? I don't think I was. Game capture. Oh, I just realized that's also going to render over everything. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Because if I put that on there, then it renders genuinely on top. What I need is overlay to have a filter. Can I add... Chroma key, okay. Green, okay. Perfect. Now it renders below. Excellent. How does that look? There's a reason I made it green, so I can do things like that. Oh, I just realized. Start button. Well, fuck. Okay, I need to retake that picture with a different color, I guess. Or figure out how to not chroma key the corner. Which actually shouldn't be that hard if I just adjust the key, filters, chroma key. I want it to be specifically exactly green. What do you think? Is this suitably XP? I could have sworn I saved the last time I played. Jumalauta! Let me guess, is this? Yeah, this is where I was last time. Honestly, this is probably not going to be what I use most of the time. This was just a fun project idea that I had that I thought would be fun. You know, the other day someone was speculating about, you know, how would you add another rally track to this game? And they were like, you know, you could put one over here. But, like, there's a lot of unused space on this map, not counting the lake. You could do that, but no, not counting the lake. Like, there's tons of space over here. There's all that space, all that space. Technically there. All of that, because it's winter. There's this lake over here that has gone unused in both games. Do. So it was noted to me that we can come into this, we can come in here again. Because you can break the doors still, again. But I don't think there's any value to doing so. Like, it's not like there's tires here this time. I don't know.
Terve. Mikä oli
My tires are done. Thank you, Fleetari. You know, you're supposed to call me when that happens. You know, so part of me was hoping that he'd put, like, an actual light up here and not just, like, a flashing red light. Which, I mean, to be fair, who's gonna get up here? Yeah, I wouldn't mind a new job being made available in here. Somebody set up for it. Where's the player gravestone? There used to be one. Where every time the player died, it would, you know, mark him down and give him a gravestone. Weird. Guess not anymore. Anyway, that was good to see. That being said, I'm now going to make a new scene called Live XP for all of this. So, you guys are going to be staring at not much for the next couple minutes, because I'm going to be going through and I'm going to be rebuilding my OBS setup here. Because... and this is going to be capture. Live XP is going to be game capture. Capture any window, be full screen. Transform, fit to screen, lock. Oh, that was supposed to be in game capture. Yes, remove that. And then screen capture. And then this goes away from here. And this goes away from here. This overlay goes back. That was the wrong overlay. Fair enough. There we go. And Live XP will be this one, which needs a browser that is in overlay XP. That's not what I wanted. God damn it. And this is the net regular one, which currently isn't capturing anything. You can get rid of that. I don't know why I have a thing there called a banana, but sure. Ooh, I'm gonna want that. Copy, paste. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away, that goes away. That looks right. Now, the only issue is I can't turn on and off sources super easily now. Not unless I can somehow have a second scene window here. Or use studio mode, I guess? If I go to Live XP, transition, go over here. Okay, I can do that. Or, I think I could use the app on my tablet to do this, thinking about it. Let's try that. I haven't charged this thing in, like, Uh, 2 weeks. It's working fine. It's still almost full. It's actually amazing what happens when you get a cheap tablet that, like, really barely works. Sources... Screen capture. Oh, but it only shows the sources on the scene I'm looking at. Okay. Okay, that's painful. And unfortunate. So I actually have to be on the capture scene where I can turn on and off the... At least in the tablet. So I'm gonna have to use studio mode to make that happen. That's ultimately fine. Just a bit annoying. By the way, you can, by the way, just fully control OBS from, like, a tablet, your phone, whatever. It's, like, fully remote control. It's wild. So I can tell it, like, I want to switch to, what, we're in XP now. If I want to switch to live normal, I do that, and then... transition. I can go to scenes, and I can select go back to XP, and then I hit transition again. Actually, I think it'll just transition back and forth between them. Yeah. Ain't that cool? I wish I could see the things that I would like to see, but unfortunately I don't think I can without being able to go in there and then going to sources and then changing that there, which I can do. It's unfortunate that I have to do that. Scenes, live, normal, transition. I mean, I can also technically control all the volume knobs from right here. It's kind of neat. I will say it is kind of odd how it gets confused, because it's saying that I've been live for 5 hours and 9 minutes, which is not the truth. But the recording time is accurate, so who knows? I wonder how... Okay, so... I wonder if the screen capture is working better now for any particular reason. I wonder how Hytale's working. The problem that I've been having with Hytale is that it has been very... uncooperative with game capture. Like, every way that I've tried just doesn't work. Don't know why it's making me reinstall the game, because I definitely haven't installed. You know what, I think this would look better in XP. And then I want to go to scenes, I want to go to capture, and I want to turn off desktop capture. And then I want to go to scenes, XP, no, actually live, normal, overview. Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm a dummy because I have to use screen capture because the game capture don't work. So drug dealing elf was the inspiration for this. You see how it's kind of jittery? It's not really like that for me. It's because I can't capture the frames like I normally do without the game crashing. Game just has a weirdness going on. It's the only game I have that I can't do that with. Oh wow, what a spawn. Is this just like the start of a river? Very nice. But yeah, you see how it's lagging? Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. And it's really sucky. Because, like, I've tried. The game is running at, like, 100 frames a second for me. That might actually be worse. But yeah, for anyone who is wondering why I haven't streamed it yet, this is why. And in fact, if I then... Let's say I quit the desktop. If I then... pull in the native versions, I can't inject the I can't inject into the Flatpak version of the launcher. If I use OBS Game Capture Hytale Launcher, which is going to make me sign in again, apparently. But that's not a big deal. Weird that it's making me install it. Also, I'm not going to have the same save because that was Flatpak, this is not. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. But what should happen, right, is it should capture using game capture. Instead, it'll probably crash with EGL success. It crashes with the success status code. It's doing well, this game. But in fairness, early access, unsupported capture method, I get it. See? Critical error occurred. Failed to create window. Unable to create an EGL window surface. Call failed. Reporting an error of success. If I stick Mango HUD in the middle, it'll launch for about that long. If I just Mango HUD, so we can get a nice performance overlay at least. So you guys can see that it's just you guys that are getting screwed by that. Yeah, we'll do this one. But like, as you can see, the performance is very much just not great for you guys. It's fine for me. Probably should have made an axe, but oh well. Is this stone? No, that's gravel. Oh, game crashed. Fair enough. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna call it a day for now. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Love it if the game would uncrash. But anyway, have a good night, everyone.